So hello guys, I wanted to take a moment and show you this cool thing which is Visual Studio Codespace. So Visual Studio Codespace provides cloud-powered development environments for any activity. It helps us remove the barriers to rapid onboarding and context switching by enabling the simultaneous existence of many environments. In addition to the backend environment, Visual Studio Codespace supports these front-end editors: Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio 2019, and Visual Studio Code-based editor in the browser, which is the one I'm going to make a quick tour right now. So, in order to check what is Visual Studio Code, specifically the based editor in the browser, you can go to visualstudio.com, services, Visual Studio Codespace. Okay, you're going to select the Get Started options, and then you're going to sign in with the account you have linked to your Azure subscription. In my case, I'm going to select my account. Okay, ready? Since this is the first time I get into Codespaces, I need to create a new plan. Select in the top menu the Create New Plan option, and let's check it out what we have in option to select. So as you can see, I have listed the two subscriptions that I have, but right now I'm going to select Visual Studio Enterprise subscription. And you also have the options to select a region. Right now these are the ones that are available. I'm going to select the West US 2, and I'm going to create. Great, so now we can create our code space. And how we're going to do this? Select the Create Code Space, and we can enter a name in here. And we have the option to select a Git repository to work with. In my case, I'm going to select one I have already here. And I'm going to paste it in there, and I'm going to create my code space. As you can see, it's pretty fast. Okay, and that's it. I think it took a minute and a half, and we have our Visual Studio Code in our browser with all the information that we need in order to work and all the projects that we need to work with. Now, this is running in my browser. Let's say I want to run the same code on my Visual Studio Code on my machine. So what I need to install in my machine is the extension for Visual Studio Codespace. So I'm going to install this in my Visual Studio Code, and let's see what happens. Okay, so now I have installed the extension, and the following thing that I'm going to do, I will check the Remote Explorer, and I will select as a target the Codespaces. So in here, I need now to sign into my Codespace. That's why I'm going to select the Codespace sign in, which will log into Visual Studio Codespaces. Okay, once it's done, the next thing I need to do is to sync up until my Codespace appears. Okay, now that my Codespace in here, I will connect to it. Great. So now I have the same code that I have in here. I do have it also in here. So I can work either in the browser or in Visual Studio Code. But there is one little item that my theme did not synchronize. So let's see how we can accomplish that. So I will go to Visual Studio Environments, and then I will select Settings, and I will turn off the option Insiders Channel. So once I have that option, I will load again my Codespace, and a new option will appear at the bottom, in the settings area. Okay, it's loading. Okay. So in the settings, you will see the option Turn on Settings Syncs. Once you turn it on, of course, you have the option to select which one are the settings you are going to be syncing. I'm going to sync the settings on only, and I'm going to sign in with my Microsoft account, which is the one I'm logged in my Visual Studio Code. Okay, great. Okay, so now I will move to my Visual Studio Code, and I will turn on the settings. And once it finishes, you will be able to see that our theme is synced with our Visual Studio Code in the browser. Okay, so this is it. We have the same exact theme in the browser and in Visual Studio Code. As you can see, the synced that it's been done, it's most automatically. It's been done really fast. The cool thing that you need to understand about this is how much time it took me to create an entire environment. Hope you guys enjoyed and see you next time.